Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with chapter 3 of Men of Yoshiwara with Takigawa. I almost forgot his name. Sorry. Or as it says up here, Gakuto Yoshiwara. Okay, I think I said that right. Anyway, chapter 3, strategic advice. Let's do this, guys. I left after playing Go with Asagiri and Takigawa. Musashi would be arriving soon, so I went to the Yoshiwara gate to meet him. The incident only happened because Takigawa came along to see me off. Right. It's exactly who I didn't want to run into. Takigawa muttered under his voice. There you are, Takigawa. It's been a while. Are you seeing someone off? It's like two totally completely different art styles, honestly. Yeah, I was just about heading back myself. That was when it hit me. I recognized his face as the courtesan in the procession the other day. His name, if I remember correctly, was Takao. Seeing him in person, I had to agree he was quite the handsome man. Takao glanced at me. You sure hugged a nice one this time, Takigawa. Leave her alone. Oh, you're so cold. Just chatting a little won't hurt, will it? What do you say? Don't you want to talk to the lovely Takao? Cut it out. No one wants to talk to you, sleazy. Cut it out. No one wants to talk to a sleazy player like you. What's your problem? Is it really necessary to insult me? Takigawa pushed me behind his back as if to hide me from the nuisance. In turn, Takao started to chuckle. I wouldn't have to if you didn't always treat me like an enemy. What are you talking about? It's you that treats me like one? Yeah, right. Do they consider each other rivals? There's so much tension in the air, you could feel it. Just get out of here. You're getting in my way. I was going to regardless. Though... Oh, hi. Takigawa caught his head aside and glimpsed at me, hiding behind the safety of Takigawa. She sure doesn't seem to be fond of you for someone who's intimate. What are you saying? Spent the whole night until noon, and she doesn't even look the least bit satisfied. Isn't Yoshiwara a place where girls' dreams come true? In response, I stare at the ground, hide behind Takigawa, or defend him. You know what? He's being bullied. I'm going to defend him. That's not true. I tried to speak firmly, but only a trembling squeak came out. Oh, what a cute voice you have. Enough already, Takao. Takigawa grumbled back in an irritated voice. You don't have to be so angry. Jeez. Come on, Kaze. Okay. Takigawa pushed me around the shoulder to lead me away. As we left, Takao chuckled and left a parting remark. Is this really what you want, Missy? He's just a boring guy who's never fallen in love. Seriously, cut it out. You're getting in the way of business. Takigawa lurched back at him, anger clearly written on his face. Takao stared back with squinted eyes. He has never fallen in love? Takigawa, this has nothing to do with business. You're good at what you do, I'll give you that. But it only proves that you're pitiful. And you are somehow different. I asked without thinking. Takao turned to me and smiled slowly. Are you kidding me? By the second meeting was over, I'd be crazy in love with you. If we were intimate, I'd take you to another world. My heart shivered with excitement. Although he spake the same seductive words as Takigawa, he made it sound truly believable. It was hard to believe he was a man of Yoshiwara. Let's get out of here, Kaze. Okay. He roughly grabbed my hand and pulled me forward. My heart was still racing from before. It's not like I was crazy for Takao or anyone else. No, it wasn't like that at all. I was just excited by the concept of love. That's what I truly wanted. I'm home. Welcome back, Kaze. Mother greeted me with a joyful smile when I returned. Now you can finally call yourself a grown woman. We'll be having red bean rice to celebrate tonight. Go and rest until dinner. Really? But I can help. Now that I knew how to help her on the shop, I felt like I should be. It was still good for me to learn from experience. Just rest for today. Taking care of your body is important. She's probably like, please have an air already. Yes. Please have that air just like first night. Yeah, perfect. Fine. All right. I reluctantly submitted to my mother's order and withdrew into my room. Though I was supposed to rest, too many thoughts were running amok in my head. There was no way I would be getting any sleep. Instead, I called for Musashi, who brought me a cup of tea. What has been bothering you, my lady? Ever since I saw you at the gate, you've been looking outright sad. Even you can tell? What do you mean by that? Well, I told about the meeting Takao on the main row. And also, I still don't feel right about the whole pleasure district idea. Musashi, you're from the mainland, so you should get it. Well, that explains why Musashi's here and no one's like trying to randomly drag him into Yoshiwara like work. Why do we have to go to the pleasure district? Why can't I just marry a man from the mainland? This is my question earlier. It's like, why can't I just go marry someone from the mainland? Why does it have to be someone from this super hot pleasure district? Everyone there is like really freaking hot. It's like drop dead gorgeous hot, but still, why do I have to go there and get a guy? What happened last night flashed back to me as adult pain rippled through me. I was no longer pure, but I'd rather have a real husband than a phony one from Yoshiwara. At least then I'd be able to feel true love. My lady, I understand where you're coming from. However, on this island, you're asking the impossible. But why? You would be seen as an oddball, and your mother would never approve. An oddball for wanting a guy from the mainland, alright. It would tarnish the prestigious and traditional Kisune family name. But you're a man. You're with our family. I'm regarded as a bodyguard and nothing else. That's not true. I have heard other girls around my age talking about Musashi. At least one of them is quite fond of him. He wasn't aware of it, even though it was right in front of my eyes. My lady, were you not satisfied with courtesan Takigawa? Of course not. He's a wonderful courtesan. Wonderful as a courtesan, but you still don't like him. That's two different things. I'm against loving anyone from the pleasure district. It's not real. Nothing good will ever come of it. Okay, it's starting to bug me. I mean, we only played between Ageha and her. Where, okay, Ageha was with her, with Ageha, she was super pure. And this one, she seems really annoyed and haunty. Maybe he just, like, rubs her the wrong way or something, but it's just kind of weird about her personality needs to do a sudden shift. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe, or something I just suddenly threw into the character. I'm not really sure which. As my voice withered into helplessness, Musashi furrowed his brows. But then, you should try to enjoy it. Toy with his feelings and emotions. This is a guy telling me to toy with another guy. What? You said something like that before, but it's impossible for me. You could do it if you tried. Going to Yoshiwara might be more enjoyable if you can manipulate his heart. In other words, you want me to make it a game. Making him fall in love with you is just the right way to approach this. Perhaps he was right. If it were more like a game, I could see myself enjoying it at least a small bit more. Curious. Besides, I wouldn't feel right doing it to anyone but the men of Yoshiwara. Oh boy. Several days later, While the sun was still high in the sky, I passed through the large gates and towards Ohgiya. My mother Musashi suggested I give a kimono to Takigawa, and my arms to carry the fabric from which it would be made. If you deliver itself, it would be an unbeatable combination. I wasn't sure exactly what he had meant by that. Still, I carried the cloth through the entrance of Ohgiya while letting out a sigh. I was a little more eager to enter his room than I had imagined. A gift? Thank you. Takigawa was busy getting ready for business that night. He was still sitting casual, wearing some comfortable clothes. His apprentice must not be feeling well, as they were missing. Instead, Ageha was helping him get ready. Oh, Ageha. Wow, a kimono from the Kitsune family. It must be your lucky day. Yeah. While Ageha seemed utterly thrilled upon hearing the news, Takigawa didn't seem to react to it at all. Maybe getting gifts happened all the time to him. I picked out a fabric that contrasts well with your face. This rouge color will look good on you, I think. I laid out the cloth in front of him, expecting him to agree. However, what a fine piece of cloth. He simply smiled, looking no more excited than before. Do you not like it? I love it. You can never have enough kimonos. Do you mind if I take your measurements for fitting it? Sure. Takigawa stood up and I walked behind him. My hands trembled ever so slightly when I saw his skin peeking out from his clothes. What's wrong? Nothing. Could you loosen your collar so I can measure the length? Takigawa? Just measure it as it is. Strange. Something about how he said it made me reluctant to ask why. How exciting. Someday I hope I get to wear a kimono that beautiful too. Ageha exclaimed jealously off to the side. Okay, Ageha. I still couldn't understand Takigawa's reaction at all. Perhaps it was Ageha who was reacting strangely. I'm really happy to receive a kimono from you. My movement slowed as I worried, and he turned around to face me. I can't wait for it to be made. I look forward to the night I can wear it for you. Takigawa. But I can't wait for it to finish. It's too long away. Why not come and play with me tonight? He turned away, his long eyelashes flickering. I stopped measuring when his hands reached out for mine. Kaze. His thumbs rubbed along my hand seductively. Just as fast as he had grabbed me, he pulled his hands away. Now his strong and sturdy gaze captured my eyes. I'll be waiting for you. My heart began to pound. His words willed their way into my heart. Before I knew it, I was nodding at him. Wow, I'm a pushover. When the night came around, Yoshiwara lit up with a beautiful flickering light of lanterns. I see you made it your own tonight. Unlike earlier, he was dressed to impress in a beguiling outfit. Takigawa quietly slipped into the room. He walked right in front of me before sitting down. Curling my head, his face dove in to steal a kiss off my lips. It happened so suddenly, I reacted by shoving him away. Oh God, I'm just horrible. But his body wouldn't budge an inch. He pressed himself closer to me, pausing only for a second to catch his breath. My heart pounded like a drum. Holding me tight, and in the middle of a kiss, he suddenly stood up. Our lips broke apart. What? What are you doing? He was cringing in some sort of pain. I thought he might cry for a moment. Then he chuckled quietly. Be thankful. That was my heart talking. What? I was lifted off the ground and into his arms. He carried me away. I was put down on top of the bed. Stop. Before I could even say, he blocked my mouth with a kiss. His handsome face loomed near and pecked my lips once more. I don't understand you. Neither do I. Uh-huh. The pleasure district and men aren't even your thing. And yet, you're driving me crazy, and I don't like it. I was driving him crazy? Really? Me? That's right, I guess. That's right. I want to charm you. What for? Well, I might even forgive you if you say you like me. I think not. Takigawa scoffed, sounding annoyed. You're just naturally the kind of woman that drives men mad. Huh? Takigawa rolled off top of me and lied down on his side. After spending the night, we ran to Takao on the street. And then he went home and ignored all my letters. He wrote me letters? Only to show up one day with a gift. And you're acting like it's no big deal. I never given it any thought. My emotions were already scrambled enough as it is. I still hadn't made my mind about any of this. Never had I intended to charm or play with him at all. Rather, it felt like I was the one being toyed with all the time. Just when I think another man will steal you away, you just happen to show up with a gift. How crazy is that? And then there's a time you play Go with Asagiri. When you're in front of another man, you become an entirely different person. Huh? Despite all that, you still came to visit when I invited you tonight. Why did you respond to a single one of my letters? Why are you so hung up on letters? What's going on with you? And why was I not writing him back? I'm cold. Am I frigid? What's going on? It was true. I was so worried about what's right. Days passed without sending a reply. Are you that distracted by Takao? Oh my god, are you still hung up over that? He turned his head away in disgust. Maybe I am. He said you never loved a woman before. What does he know that I don't? It's a lie. He seemed pretty confident for it to be a lie. Of course he did. Being confident is part of our job. Lies usually stem from the truth. You're relentless today. Sorry. When I was younger, there were a lot of rumors about me. People made up lies like no semblance of truth in them. Why would they do that? When your apprentice headed for the best, it's easy for people to hate you. They insult and make lies. What? They insult and make lies them on purpose. You've no idea. Okay, hang on. They insult and make lies them on purpose. Make lies on purpose? I don't know. Something like that. I see. It was hard to imagine a dark side behind the scene of their glamorous world. Plus, you're right. Sometimes lies are close to the truth. Takigawa? His eyes focused off into the distance as if looking into the past. When I glanced at him curiously, he shook his head. It's nothing. So, are you planning to leave me for Takao? Huh? You're already thinking about other guys than me. He reached out for me with his hands, wearing a painful expression in his eyes. I grasped him with my own and squeezed tight. Can I even? Why did I say that? Why? It seems so mean. I already chose you. You can't change anyone's heart but your own. It's only a matter of money if you want to throw me away. At first I thought it terrible to say something like that. Then I realized it was money that bought me this time with him. Money had bought me this. I just hadn't fully grasped it yet. I bought him with money. What an empty feeling for both sides. And what would be fine with you? Yeah, right. Like I'd let Takao take a girl like you away from me. A bit of his pride revived and showed up in his smile. How peculiar. I actually liked it when he acted proud. It was like seeing his face full of confidence. Kaze, tell me your true feelings. Even though you won't tell me. I slapped my palm over my mouth. My God, my foot is in my mouth so much. Oh my gosh. No need. It's fine. He pulled my hand away slowly. When I let him take it, he placed a kiss on the back of my hand. Didn't I just tell you something? The men of Yoshiwara are full of pride and confidence. If everyone knew what was going on inside our hearts, that would invite a few problems. For a second, his usual cockiness appeared on his face. He wore so many masks, it really was incredible. Is that why I felt so relaxed? Takigawa, I want to love someone. I want to live happily ever after, like I'm a girl in a storybook. Oh God, it took me a while to realize I'm like Storybrooke. Where have I heard that? Oh, once upon a time, my bad. I want to live happily ever after, like a girl in a storybook. Does that make you laugh? His mask fell apart. Its place was something real. A smile so real it caught me off guard. It was so unlike a courtesan that it completely surprised me. Like I'd laugh at that. He squeezed me tight in his arms. I swung back and forth, nestled in his sweet, manly scent. If you want love so bad, fall in love with me. But I've never loved a woman. I'll prove otherwise. I'll show you just how much I can love. At night, I fell asleep in his arms. I didn't wish for anything more. Since I didn't come for pleasure, Takigawa felt a tinge of guilt at not doing his job. However, all I wanted was to be held. My mind was too busy for anything else. The next day I woke up before dawn in the darkness of night. I saw his sleeping face dimly beside me. He truly was beautiful. The temptation to touch his face was too great. When I poked him, his eyebrows twitched. What? My finger recoiled just before I rolled over in bed, revealing his bare shoulder. The moment I went to cover it back up, "What are you doing?" He clutched my wrist tightly and glared at me. Just fixing your collar. He pulled his clothes back as if hiding something. Did you see it? Huh? See what? Nothing. He wrapped his arms around me without another word. His fingers gently through my hair. It's too early to leave or even to wake. So I'll just have to hold you until it's time. Inside his arms, I felt warm and snug. Yet suspicions arose quickly in my mind. What exactly was he hiding? The girl outside the room that one time had been saying things about him? Even Takao seemed to know things I didn't. The fact Takigawa seemed to be hiding something made me even more doubtful. With that in my mind, I found it almost impossible to sleep. What? Okay, well, I guess good news, we got 30% likability. In other news, I'm horribly confused. Like, oh my God, why did you ignore him? Why did you do some stuff like that? I don't know. Like, it didn't make any sense. Okay. Maybe not to me, I don't know. I guess that all happened really, really fast for me. I'm so confused. Okay. Well, anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a like and share with your friends. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing so you can get more of my content as well. We should be starting Uncharted relatively soon, by the way. Anyone who's interested in that. And there should be a card popping up about now, up above, and like over there. I think I'm pointing right way. I'm not sure. But it will have, what is it? Oh, yes, the poll for who our next guy will be. Let's see. For here, it would either be, oh God, who is everybody? Everybody being Gakuto, Asagiri, and Utsusemi. those are our last choices. Yes? Yes, those are our last choices. Alright, guys. I'll be seeing you next time. Kaze out. Bye, guys.